What's going on, family? Oh, hold on, let me pause that. Morning, good morning, good morning. Interesting setups around here. A lot of stuff moved very smooth overnight on these indices here, which doesn't really interest me too much on the trading day. Gold has caught my eye, but it is kind of against my bias, so looks like it might be a pretty light move. I would suspect these just want to continue pushing up. ES does have a sell model on it, but again, it's not even that this isn't logical. I'm just not a big fan of where it's happening. It's really not in like a POI. It's really kind of just in the middle of nowhere here, which is interesting to me. So, I mean, like, again, I could see a pullback to these levels. This is like not, like, taking this range is like not out of the question. The only real question is like, is this in a good POI? It's hard for me to say yes about that. Again, like, you have some 4-hour like inefficiency here, maybe. Again, I'm not a big fan of trading from areas like this. I'll trade to them, but like I'm not a big trade to trade from them. So it's like if I was buying, like, this is a great target area, but to sell just because we're in here is questionable to me. So we'll see what happens after the open. Again, maybe we do get like another push up and another rejection after the open, and it does spill over today. It's an interesting idea. Again, NQ doesn't look like it wants to run that same thing based off its current structure. It doesn't really have the same type of kind of like blow off top with the absorption model. ES just looks better. So I don't know if I want to play those. Gold is pretty interesting to me. This isn't like a little, kind of the same situation where it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but you're testing like higher time frame. Daily engulfing supported by volume. Again, there's still some lower targets here that I like. And this is kind of reprinted inside of a print, which is nice. So it's like, called this during London, which again, you probably wouldn't play because it's just too wide. Then we built up more liquidity inside of that. Right, so you get like these internal highs on the 5-minute. Then you pushed above that and then replayed absorption. So I could see situations in which you'd want to go short on this. Actually formed on every time frame too. I could see these gold shorts being the only thing I'd be interested in today. Again, I'd be more comfortable if this pushed up a little bit and gave me a better average price. Yeah, we could retest back up in like this 3-minute area. I'd be more willing to maybe take a stab at this. So we'll see how that develops. Maybe that gives us something. Oil, I'm probably not all that interested in. You can maybe take something below here. Honestly, more preferably below here. If something prints, but I think you're playing recklessly with this wick. So we'll see if something prints on that. I doubt I take anything there. And then again, on these, I doubt I trade these today. This would be me breaking my rule. Me to trade on NQ or ES. These have ran all night, and I've told you guys many times I do not like to trade when the market opens up at 6 o'clock and by the morning time you're already up 200 points. This is either going to just continue pushing up and it's just not going to give me a way to play, or it's going to fall range bound, in which case I don't want to play anyway. Again, ES does look a little bit better for maybe a corrective move. I don't know. Do I want to put money behind that? I don't know. Probably not, but we'll see. Again, though, this does look a little bit better in the sense that this is at least kind of like nearing the top of momentum, right? This has been trending hard all night, so that the play from the high is more trustworthy than if NQ printed something where it's been more range bound, less volatility. So that's just, yeah, my thoughts about that stuff. It might be a light day, it might be an easy day. Again, maybe we execute on this ES, maybe we execute on the gold, depending on what she looks like as the morning develops. And if not, I'll wrap up my week. The funding ticks account is technically passed, I believe. I had to lose a bunch of money today. I had to, like, basically lose like $1,000. I made too much overnight on accident. So yeah, I pretty much, my morning was spent trying to lose. So I'm kind of in the mindset of like looking for losses right now, so I really just need to get out of that and see what we print. We're 6 minutes out from the open. I'm gonna bump the music up. What did I trade overnight? I had gold overnight. I was trading gold. Basically kind of went against what I was writing in the Discord. We were looking for sells on this. I basically traded this to the buy side after the absorption signal didn't work out. I was kind of just like scalping around on lower time frames. I did end up taking a loss yesterday, and I don't really regret this loss from yesterday. Again, yesterday we were looking at just this zone up here, just this liquidity pocket. So between these two structure points, we were looking at pretty much anything to form inside of that, and we ended up taking this absorption play that had formed, and this says it was a break even. It really wasn't a break even. We were trading on the micro, and on the micro it never really got the chance to go break even. If I take this before it hits the stop loss here, you can see the break even levels down here for this one, because I guess the stop was just a little different based off the price action, so this never really allowed us to go break even though the GC1 is ruled as a BE. So it's kind of unfortunate, but we did take a loss on that, and then I ended up playing after this structure here, which the indicator didn't call, but I was just playing momentum, and there was some volume stuff down here that I was most interested in. Yeah, it was like right here. So I was like, we played an engulfing candle basically. The indicator didn't call this, however, because it doesn't quite meet the volatility requirements. But I was just scalping to the highs, basically. And then I actually ended up falling asleep with no TP, and then I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was like, fuck, and I ended up closing it out. And then when I woke up this morning, I kind of like looked at the account, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, we made like way too much money. So, yeah, kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not gonna lie, I hit my daily loss limit, $500, and locked myself out of my accounts. Over leveraging and trading BS last night. Yeah, it can happen, man. Again, we did take this loss on MGC. Again, I don't know, man. Overnight trades, you really gotta take half risk on, and I know, it's easy to say. It's harder to do, and even I had like 220 of risk on this trade, so. For like even me, I was like, that's a little bit more than I should have been taking during Asian session, but it's like the volatility. The volatility fools you because, you know, you enter and it's like it moves around a little bit. You're like, oh, I'm only down like $30. I could risk more, and it then the volatility kicks up, and you realize you're like, alright, fuck, I'm losing too much here. But yeah, I would recommend again half risk during Asian session. Again, anything you pull is nice. If you risk $100, you pull 1 to 3, 1 to 4. That's an extra $300-400 you can now risk during New York, which, again, you might end up losing that. But I've told you guys plenty of times that my strategy going into a new day, because I think this is gonna be a boring session, so I'm gonna go into a little bit of an educational rant here. I hope you guys don't mind. My strategy, my money strategy, on a new day. And this is prop firm trading. You could do this in your personal account too if you wanted to, but I primarily do this with other people's money. But I will look to risk again like 150 is like really the sweet spot for Asian session. So I'll look to risk 150 during Asian session, looking for like a 1 to 3. The reason for this is because I want a buffer, right? So it's like if my max loss limit on any day is like $500, again, I'm okay risking like 150, 200, during Asian session, and then splitting my New York risk with whatever's left between 2 trades, right? So that's my 3 trades for the day, 1 during Asian session, 2 typically during New York. If I don't take an Asian session trade, then I unlock a 3rd trade potentially for New York, which is fine. Again, you don't have to take it during Asian session. I look to risk like $100, $150 during Asian session, 1 to 3. If successful, because usually you're not, right? They put you like plus, just call it like 450, which is not perfect math, but we have plus 450 as a buffer, and then I will, going into New York, I will risk that buffer. So typically like the next trade would be like, again, my normal risk is like 250. I might risk that like full 450, right? Because again, worst case scenario, I'm back to break even on the day, and I can still take my normal $500 daily risk, take I can take 2 more trades at 250, and again, and that's if you end up losing all those, and that just sucks, and you end up the day low. Best case situation, you get to risk a little bit extra here, and then you're 450 again, still targeting that 1 to 3. Maybe get that 1 to 4. That's how you get a nice like $2,000 day, all off an initial risk of only 150. Now for me, I say that's turning 150 into like $2,000. Again, it's like a parlay. You have to, like, there's multiple things you have to do in order to achieve that. But again, risk for me is whatever's below break even. So if I hit for 450 in a trade, during Asian session, I'm usually okay risking a good portion of that into New York. Obviously, this changes the more you make. If you hit real nice for Asian session, and you hit like a 1 to 7, 1 to 8, because just the risk is nice, you get a nice volatility move during London, and you hit for like 1,000, 1,200, am I going to go into New York risking that full 1,000, 1,200? Honestly, the answer is I don't know. There are some days where I will do that. Most days I will not. I'm not going to say that I haven't done it. Sometimes you're just really up on the week, so it's like you're already up 4,000 on the week, 5,000 on the week. It's like, yeah, if you have a buffer like that on the week and you're okay risking it, because you're going to have a great week either way, that's fine. If you're down on the week and you're doing stupid shit like that, that's a different story, right? If you need that 1,000 to recover losses and then you're putting that full at risk, at that point, you're just asking to fuck it up. So, yeah, anyway. That's the way I kind of handle like that new day. As we kind of see the open here. Gold. I'm gonna just I'm just gonna paper trade with you guys. So I'm just gonna monitor this through TradingView here. I could put some money to risk on Top Step. I took no overnight risk there, but not specifically committed to this setup. Let me just see how these opened. These are pushing higher. ES opened lower. Let's see. Activated. Yeah, we'll see how ES responds up here as well. I'm just gonna monitor this gold trade again. I'm not in this with any real risk, so. understand this is just for monitoring purposes. If I put real top step money behind it, again, I'll tell you guys that. But as of right now, I'm not doing it. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I mean, regardless of what you guys say, I'm gonna do it anyway, but I'm gonna make you guys a little money management cheat sheet on when I risk less, when I risk more. I'll try to make it a calculator, maybe. Which set it. What would you guys prefer? A dynamic calculator that's gonna take me a little bit longer to code, and I'll put it up on the website as just like a tool you guys can just like use for free or whatever. Or would you prefer like a cheat sheet, like PDF, that you can just like pull up real quick and just like reference? The dynamic calculator would just be like, in case your risk is different than mine, because like I risk like 250 per trade. Obviously, you could just do like, I could put it in like percentages where I cut in half and stuff like that. Yeah, make you guys a little tool like that. This way you guys could just reference when you should be taking reduced risk, when you should be taking for science risk, when you should be taking, you know, full risk, or maybe even heightened risk, as we call it. GC is still kind of hanging up. Let me open up Top Step real quick. Chat quiet this morning, man. Feel you, all these overnight moves and everything. So let's see, we got... Yes, bullish absorption on 3 and 5 minutes. Yeah, this might just be 9:30 candle noise though. Again, if you would rather be bullish, these are, again, alerts you can a little bit money behind. And you're swiping the pre-market range, and then it's calling bullish absorption, so not a terrible stab. Again, and for those people that don't like to play off the 9:30 candle though, it is a 9:30 candle trade, so you have that risk against you. Since we are paper trading today, since I don't have no need to actually trade on these accounts, we'll take these for monitoring purposes. Both would be nice, but PDF would be nice just to look over. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like I don't need to build the calculator. Because again, like, the way we really do it is we base it off percentages anyway. Like I tell you guys, again, reduced risk, as most of you know, is just half risk, right? It's like if we normally risk upwards of 250, we're taking a half risk trade, we're taking 125. Alright, so if your personal risk is 500 because you're trading larger accounts or whatever, cool, then you just cut that in half. So yeah, I think the PDF will be nice. I've also been working on a PDF of the like POIs. Got a fresh new alert. Break even on YM. I really do think today's gonna be a more quiet day. I mean, a lot of this stuff pushed overnight, man. Again, we don't normally like to trade on days where the market pushes 200 points direct overnight. Good morning, Matt. Again, gold, like, again, I'm not And Matt, I know you're just joining us, and anybody else is just joining us. These are what you're seeing on screen are paper trades. I'm not in any actual real money positions. Actually, let me just change title. For now, anyway, we might still take something on Top Step. I might take this gold on Top Step if it develops a little nicer. But yeah, I've ruled out that again the market moved nice overnight, so we're gonna try to avoid today. Was that ES stopping out? No, new bearish absorptions on YM. Yeah, this is like the inverse of ES. So if you are more bearish on the day, swiping high, printing absorption. Again, is that all we have? Again, locations here, I don't know, kind of questionable. You're at recent highs, you're pushed out of the last range. It's not a terrible stab, but should we join this on Top Step? Take a little risk here. I'm throwing 2 micros on this just to I'm just gonna run that local high. What is the TP on this? I'm just trying to lock in a trading day here. I don't really, I mean, if I ended up losing, it is what it is. I'm gonna lock the trading day if I can. I don't even need a move like this. What was this TP? 34.23. We definitely don't need this move at all. I'm probably gonna end up taking it if we even just push below this structure here. It's because I very simply don't need the full move. I just need the trading day. So ES still holding that absorption there. Again, if people like that morning play, it's still one that's not gotten too far from me yet. Of course, GC is gonna screw me right away. Honestly, I hate how some of these firms make you wait till the end of the day. Like, I don't see why they can't just realize that I've passed my account now. Like, why do I have to wait till the end of the day? Should people just like to submit it? Be like, yeah, I'm done. Like I met my goals. Can we move on? I also don't know if funding ticks. Of course, this is just completely reckless. I wonder if funding ticks is ready like immediately after the close, or if they ice the trader. Does anybody know? I doubt anybody's passed their account yet, unless you guys were trading before me. I'm curious if anybody knows though, if it's like if I get it right, sort of kind of by rollover, or if they make you wait like 24 to 48 hours to set up the account. Yeah, it says the account goes under a manual review, which typically takes up to 2 working days to complete. I really hope that's just like something you put in your FAQ so people don't complain if it takes like a day due to like system errors. But I really hope it is just like there's no reason it should be like that long. Even TopStep's new dashboard allows you to activate like 15 minutes after passing or whatever it is. They should like, I don't mind waiting till end of day, but like if I pass on a Tuesday and like you don't get me my account until like Thursday, that's just weird to me. Like, there's no reason that I shouldn't have it for like the next trading session. No, I had to wait 2 days. Yeah, really? That's so lame, dude. Alright, they better just have it, like, for Monday of next week or whatever. Hope that ES didn't work out, huh? The thing with ES is it's gonna work out on one time frame or the other. You have that 15-minute cell that printed up there, which is gonna print. Again, I only have a little bit of skin in the game here on gold, which is also probably not gonna work for me. As I said, it really shouldn't be a trading day today. Again, when markets move like that overnight, you're best off just sitting on the sidelines. Yeah, it's crazy that they make you wait, though. Hopefully I'll be able to start the KYC right away. Get that shit over with. Actually, I wonder, did they make... I forget. I think it was MFFU that made me do KYC to buy an account, or like... I think I did it early on for MFFU. I can't remember if I did it before passing or after. Typically, the KYC is like super easy, because the third-party companies usually verify that shit super quick. It's usually not an issue. Went short MNQ again. Did it print to 5 minutes? It did, look at that. Yeah, that YM absorption too was nice from the high. Alright, so Matt is short MNQ. I take it you're probably running the high. Again, like in a situation like this where the stop loss is that wide, I would probably just run the high. I'm sure that's what you're doing as well. Yeah, then again, this is looking for a spillover of some of the early London range. Again, if we can get a volatile day, it's not a bad setup. But again, when the market runs, again, I'll continue to say this. When the market runs this much overnight, there's only so many things that can happen, and that's true of any day, right? But statistically, the day either continues to push higher or you enter a range-bound day. The days where you get like that like V-shaped recovery, or if it's not really a recovery in a bullish market, but whenever you get that V-shaped move where you open up strong, 200 points to one side, and then move 200 points to the other side, are usually news days if you're gonna complete that full move. So again, fighting that is tough. And again, that's why the indicator also has, for people that don't want to deal with that, it enabled the trend filter. And you can look for RTH continuations, which stands for real trading hour continuations, which means it only looks for continuations based off the direction of the overnight move. So if we turn this on, again, you'll see how this is green. Green means it's only looking for buys during this period because the overnight move was bullish, so it doesn't even print the sell in that situation. So again, I think out of both trend filters, I think this is the one that I like the most. Of course, you could also enable the daily trend one, which will look at the sum of the last amount of candles that you set. I have it set on 5. In that case, it's only looking for sells because the daily trend over the last 5 days is bearish. So in that case, of course, it only prints the sell and would not print to buy. But yeah, I say all of that because again, it is unlikely that the sell works out, in my opinion. However, gold is back in profits for us. Again, I'm only really looking for 150 bucks out of this. So I mean, this can this can make a move down here, and I could be done for the day. Lock in my trading day, which would be, I think, day 4 for me in these accounts. Right? Do I have three trading days? So if I can lock in a trade tomorrow, I could probably take a decent withdrawal from these. I could probably do like 1,400, 1,500 bucks. Of course, now that I said that, gold's not gonna work out, and it's gonna make me wait till next week to get a payout. Fighting that trend there, my man. So now you're getting absorption calls to the buy side. See, it's printing stuff both ways because again, the market's more than likely gonna be choppy / slightly slowly continue higher because that's the trend. I'm not shorting Nasdaq. No, Matt shorted Nas. I personally am not in Nasdaq shorts. I'm not in this. I was just visualizing it. It did call a 5-minute sell. There's also a 3-minute buy. Long DenQ. Yeah, that's. Again, if you'd rather have that buy setup, again, like I said, guys, I'm not partaking in these. I'm not partaking in anything that moved 200 points overnight one direction. I'm sorry. Again, I am holding gold shorts on Top Step, but I'm not hyper committed to these. I'm just trying to log a trading day. Long DenQ below 2-minute wick. I'll be honest with you, I don't really use the 2-minute charts. I know some people like this. See, again, the 2-minute chart for me is like the 30-minute time frame. It just feels like it doesn't tell me anything that the 1-minute or a 3-minute already does. That's why I don't use the 30-minute, because I say all the time, it's like the difference between the 30-minute and the 15-minute and the 1 hour. It's like it's negligible. Like I don't really see what, you know. Again, there could be things on all time frames. Yeah, the 2 minutes always been like that for me. It's like, it's just too closely related to other time frames that I use. I don't even use the 1 hour, honestly. I use, these are mine right here. 1, 3, 5, 15 minute, 2, and 4. Also a big fan of the 8 hour. It's been some time, though, since we've looked at this. Yeah, also a fan of the 8 hour. Alright, GC still trading it flat here. Little update up there. Anyway, guys, as we watch this kind of go back and forth, how's everybody's full week been? Are people up? Are people down? Again, I personally, I had a great week. Again, a lot of good overnight trades. Tuesday night we had gold and NQ both to the sell side, which were both fantastic trades. Then we had gold again overnight. And then last night we had last night again we tried gold and it failed us last night, but overall up on the week. Today's probably the shakiest day so far. I can never type with my microphone, man. I need to, a lot of y'all, I really need to invest better money into my setup. I don't know, man. I'm just not happy with my desk setup here. I gotta really, the thing is, too, the things that I'm annoyed about, like, I have literally in my closet, like, my monitors are not mounted, which annoys me. Like, I bought a new desk to mount my monitors. I never ended up mounting them. My microphone is running a cable. It needs to be mounted, too, so this fucking cable can get off my keyboard. I don't have that, though. The monitor mount's definitely sitting. I've just been lazy as fuck. I just have not fucking felt like mounting these. You know what it is, too, is because, like, I'm also sort of kind of unhappy with my desk. It's, like, not wide enough. I'm scared if I mount them, then I'm just gonna have to fucking remount them in, like, 2 weeks, like, impulsively buy a new desk. ES calling out the absorption buys now. Or recalling absorption buys, I should say. NQ, let's just take a look at NQ real quick. Yeah, NQ continuing to play that 3-minute absorption. So, depending on who took that, it's not a bad trade. Again, still short gold on Top Step here. What's good, my dude? What's good, bro? Hey, yo, I played some games last night, man. We back in platinum, man. We back back with the healers who know a little bit about what their job is. Sorta, kinda, some games. Others not so much. But yeah, we moving back up, bro. Getting out of Elo hell. I'm so happy to be at a silver, dude. The game is just so much more fun now that my teammates are not 14 years old or running with IQs of like 70. I'm up a little bit, but after today, I feel you. Until you wrap up the week, it's tough. What kind of PC monitor do you have? My PC's a couple years old. It's not top of the line. I'm not running 5090s in here, if that's what you're asking. I forget what I have in here. I think I have 4070s in here, or 4060s. I don't know, something like that. It's a couple years old at this point. It's not top of the line. And then for monitors, I have two monitors, both are these 27 inches or these 32? I want to say they're 27s. Yeah, they're 27 inch. I wouldn't consider that ultra wide by today's standards, but yeah, 27 inch ultra wides, I guess. 144 hertz. Nothing super fancy, but they're not like, I don't know, they're pretty standard by today's standards, I'll say. They're not wild. They're not wild. I don't have what some people have, which are the 9-monitor ultra wide walls, right? I didn't spend 18 grand just on monitors like some people I know. It's a very humble like $800 setup in terms of monitors. I just didn't get a chance to play. Yeah, I played like super. Like I got on at like midnight because my membership to OSRS ran out. So you know what sucks too is my bond ran out on OSRS, and I'm in the middle of merching items that are not for sale in the GE. So I just have like 80 million items and no bond, so I literally can't even play the games. I can't afford to get back into the world where all my money is, which fucking blows. Anyway, NASDAQ continuing higher to nobody's surprise. Again, this absorption signal is working out better there. We are still short GC as well, which is working out in favor for us. I think at this point, we could probably go break even. I don't really care to. We haven't quite hit the break-even levels yet, but we are up enough to lock in the trading day. So if this does come back and break me even, that's gonna be a little unfortunate. But we'll see what the day brings here. We just opened up 10 a.m. Let's see, Matt. I didn't see this before. It's been a pretty break-even week for me. Just bad execution mostly. Yeah, listen, a break-even week, as frustrating as it can be, is not necessarily bad, man. Again, remember what our first job as a trader is. Let's see if anybody knows what our first job is. Throw it in chat if you think you know what it is, right? What should be the goal of every trader, right? You sit down. What's your goal? Alright, Mr. fucking Educator. Mr. Educator at another platform coming in with the answer right away. I mean, not the answer I was looking for, but yeah, nonetheless, that is the goal. Hopped in 2 minutes ago, clicked the entry, now I'm in profit, fire. I hopped in pretty late, but nonetheless. Protect capital, preserve capital. Yeah, I usually describe it as, yeah, just not losing, right? Just coming, again, yeah, capital preservation, being break-even, essentially, right? Because at the end of the day, if you even just enter a trade, you're already down, right? We're in what's called a minus-sum game, which just means there's somebody somewhere is eating into your bottom line, right? Spread, exchange fees, something. So it's like, even if you just press buy, then immediately sell, and immediately get out, you're already down on the week. So no matter what, if you push the button, Your job is already to get back to break even. So again, it's not bad. Like, that should be your goal. Like, most people, they set stupid goals where they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make $1,000 this week. I'm like, I'm just happy if I push the button and I didn't lose anything. That's just number one goal. Everything else is a bonus. Also, you want to know why that's like the best goal? Right, here's the difference too, right? Let me drop a little bit of psychological sauce on you real quick. Right, if you go into the week with, right, the goal of making $1,000 or we're just gonna write preserving capital. If at the end of the week, let's say you end plus $100, right? How do you feel at the end of the week with both these goals? Right? If your goal is to make $1,000, you still feel like shit. You're like, fuck, I didn't accomplish my goal. You still had a good week. I mean, you ended the weekend profit. It's not your target, but you're gonna be like, fuck, I didn't accomplish my goal. If your goal is just to preserve capital, you end the week with plus $100, you're feeling good. Now, of course, yeah, obviously you intend to make more, right? You intend to do certain things. It's not like I'm telling you to have no ambition to make money. But the psychological weight of these goals, you'll be surprised, because by the end of the week, by Friday, if you're only at plus $100 and you wanted to make 1,000, you're gonna risk that $100 to try to get to that 900. Guaranteed, because you're like, I want to hit my goal. Whereas if your goal is just to preserve capital, you're not gonna feel that need. You're like, oh yeah, it's Friday, it's cool. Like, I didn't really lose money. It's just easier psychologically. I tell you guys always, do the thing that has this least psychological impact for you. It's like for me right now, if this trade were to come back and hit me a break even at 200, if I'm gonna dread that all day, then I don't want to do that. I should just take the money and run. I should lock in the trading day right now, be done, be like, listen, that's all I wanted. All I wanted was the trading day. I got my goal. So it's like, again, like just shifting that mindset. That's why I hate when people start the week, they're like, oh, I'm gonna make $2,000 this week. I'm like, it's just fucking, you're just setting yourself up for disappointment. And again, cool, if you make 2,000, it's a great feeling, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not even arguing that. But again, you want to take this psychological path of least resistance. What am I gonna be okay with, and that won't impact my future decision making? And it's always just like, again, preserving capital is just number one, Bernie. So, anyway, that's my rant. That's why I don't like goals of, I'm gonna make this much money. It's like, what if you don't? You're just gonna feel like shit. It's crazy. So yeah, that's my little psychological rant. And again, you can have sub goals. Like, your goal number 1 is capital preservation. Goal number 2, it's like, okay, if I end the weekend profits, your goal should just be like whatever your normal expectancy is. So let's say you take a trade every day, you have a 35% win rate, you trade at a 1 to 3, your expectancy is break even, right? Take 3 trades, 30% of the time you win. Odds are you win 1 trade for 1 to 3. So whatever your expectancies should be, your goal. For me, that's break even. For me, it's like maybe plus 1 R. Maybe take 3-4 trades in a week, or setups in a week. Anywhere from a 25% to 40% win rate. Targeting 1 to 4s on average. Yeah, I'm usually coming out a little slightly better than break even most weeks. Yeah, bro, I'm watching the markets in general today. It's me watching, like, the intra. I mean, none of this shit is really doing anything. This shit moved 200 points overnight. Like, I knew the second. That's why that stream is public, honestly. I knew today wasn't gonna be boring. I really just wanted extra people to chat with. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you hopping on. Anyway, if gold does continue here a little bit lower, I probably will go break even. See what other alerts are firing off. Break even activated on YM. Yeah, this YM is just tanking. This fucking... This 3-minute absorption is just printing. Or, well, it's at a 1 to 5 anyway, because that's what the break even alerts are. Let's see. ES not doing so hot. Hit a stop loss there. I think you guys took NQ instead, though. Again, range bound day? I don't know. That's why I'm not in it. YM is printing now. Alright, GC, look at that, baby. Okay, we're gonna go break even. Actually, we're gonna lock in some money and we're gonna remove. Oh, hold on. Let me do this on Top Step before this fucking takes me out. Alright, I took one contract off. I took one contract off on Top Step. I'll do that here too. One contract off and stop loss above the recent candle, and then no TP. Beautiful. So we got lock trading day, family. Let's fucking go. Fire, fire, fire. Fucking perfect. And we're still holding a contract. Three-minute NQ, there are 2 entries. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Sometimes market conditions, when they're range bound, are gonna do stupid shit like that. So I told you guys, I'm not playing indices. I don't even care what prints over there. I told you guys, it's moved too much overnight. It's probably going to be range bound. I don't want to trade it. I don't know why you guys keep executing over there. I really don't. Alright, but yeah, we good, fam. We got the lock trading day. Cool. So we could trade tomorrow now. Maybe get a payout. Let's go. Like it, I like it. We still got a contract on too, which is fantastic. Again, look, indices just doing their thing. Beautiful though. Again, just to kind of break down why we took this. Again, this printed on multiple time frames. We did like that it pushed above some of the Asian session highs. Again, very, very active overnight. Right, very active overnight. Ended up printing 15-minute absorption here around the London price action, so pretty good absorption. And then it reprinted this morning, which is what we really liked about it, on the 5-minute after taking internal highs. So again, it was the best setup. Again, across the charts, right? You're wiping internal liquidity here, right? Nice strong candle. We erase that candle, prints the absorption. You know, we grab our better entry towards the middle here, and then we play that again towards some lows. So again, this hasn't really, I mean, it's hit, depending on the time frame, it's hit TPs. Again, it's also set up on the 3-minute. So again, same thing, just different candles. So this kind of already hit TP1 between TP1 and TP2. Again, I also said if we push below here, I'd scale 1 off. So I'm just following my rules / go across the multiple time frames here. So again, just because if you wanted to wait for the 5-minute, you could wait for the 5-minute levels, but it just allows me to take partials, lock in my trade. It allows me to do everything in one, right? It allows me to take partials, hold a contract, move my stop loss. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful trading though. If you guys did follow me in that, again, make sure you guys book a little something. Yeah, anyway. That's fucking beautiful. Beautiful. Actually, Siva, do you have access to this, bro? Wait, I never checked that for you. Hold on, actually, I don't, hold on, 1 sec. I already did it. I fucking leak it. Leaking who has access. It is what it is. You guys, your guys' usernames are leaked forever. Oh, you're not in here. Is that maybe not your TradingView username? Is this you? Slaying Pips for Jesus? Okay. I don't know if that's you. Might be. I see a lot of you guys lost access to this. Yeah, it's you. Okay. I think you still have the old one, which like doesn't even have the absorption or anything. I don't know how the fuck I can't type. Alright, you might have to restart TradingView to like actually see it. But yeah, I don't think you're getting like the absorption signals or anything. Or I don't even think you have the alerts or anything. Again, alerts. My alerts are set up like this in case anybody needs to see. I have it set up on a watch list. A condition is the indicator. And then it should be open-ended. I don't know why it's set to expire, but yeah. It looks like this is gonna take out my trailing stop, but it's okay because we locked the trading day anyway. Again, the 3 minute here did hit TP1. So again, that is what it is. Yeah, yep, maybe pro. And then you shouldn't have to change any settings. Most settings are optional. Yeah, most settings are optional. Again, session filters, R multiples if you want to target better than 1 to 3. If you want to change the break-even level, whatever, you know. Most of this stuff is all just preference, though. Again, trend filters if you want specific directional stuff. Again, if you want alerts but you don't want break-even alerts, just disable it. If you don't want updates but you just want entries, again, it's just all custom shit. So none of it really impacts anything. Is this gonna take the stop? What the fuck is going on here? Oh, there it is. It hit on top step before. Not the same level. Alright, yeah, we're out of gold. Gold's actually calling the reverse now. Which is interesting. And yeah, look, these are flat since the open, man. Like I said, these are just gonna be a mess. YM is the only one that's running real nice. I don't think anybody took this. Typically in the community, we're big haters of YM. I'm typically not a fan, but I have to concede today she was the nicer one to play. That's good for her. I don't really care. Let's just be honest with you. But, yeah, I have to concede that she, at the very least, played a directional move. Yes, I guess, yeah, it's still kind of playing the 15-minute here, too. Which, again, I did say was, if you were gonna play one of them, probably was the nicer one. I don't know. I digress. It's not... I don't really care either which way, what any of them do. Get rid of the other one? You can if you want to. I don't really care if you do or if you don't. If you still have access to it, because I think I added you manually, you could always add it back. But, it does the same thing plus more. The new one does the same thing plus more, so you could probably just get rid of it. But, yeah, if I were you, what I would do is I have two versions of it. I have the one that has my alert settings, and then I have the one that I use on stream that I kind of like disable stuff on and change stuff on, just hide certain things so my charts stay clean. So I do that, but you can do whatever you want. But yeah, anyway, family, listen, I'm done for the day. We had beautiful little gold scalp, again, locked in a trading day on that. Outside of that, again, it's been a pretty uneventful day execution-wise for me. Yeah, we passed the funding tick account. Again, so I'll probably be trading that. As I told you guys, funding ticks will become my primary monetary focus. As I try to get on the leaderboards over there. Again, we will be taking indicator-only trades on that account. So yeah, should be a lot of fun. Maybe we get on the leaderboard. Maybe we lose the account. I don't know. I can't make any promises, man. I literally might fuck it up. This is definitely a possibility. But yeah, you guys will be there for the journey either which way. For those of you not a part of the community, I do plan on sharing. FundingTix does allow me to share my account through like a link, so I'll probably throw that in the Instagram bio or something. So if you want to track progress on my account and watch me probably lose money, and if you want to laugh at me, that's cool. You guys can have that link. It's a really cool thing that FundingTix does. You can like actually share your account, and people could just like, you know, follow the updates and stuff like that. So I'm gonna utilize that on the actual funded here. And yeah, man, if you guys, again, if you sign up for FundingTix account, code SCAG at checkout, save 35%. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. It's your boy SCAG. I'm out of here. Enjoy your day.